Well, I don't even know where to begin, but let's get right to it. So now I'm being accused of being an agent for DOA. I don't even know how to respond to that one. It is kind of like when you're being accused of anti Semitism. It's like, well, how could you respond? If you deny it, the clever person will be, you wouldn't deny it if there was nothing there, but you are denying it, therefore, there is something to the accusation, comrade. Da, da, da. And it's funny that my Russian is really improving. I'm getting a lot better at it. So, should be able to read some basic texts, right? Because that's what you got to do as an expert. Don't count on what the other people tell you that Hitler or Stalin or whoever said this. Read it for yourself. That's how you build knowledge. But who cares about knowledge, truth, or facts? Those conceptual dinosaurs. Let's just freewheeling make blatantly bizarre accusations, and then when caught red-handed, make more moronic accusations and just keep going and double, triple down in this epistemic nightmare. I also like that this person's making these accusations and turns off the comments. Can I respond? No, we're not even going to even bother to allow any dissension. Even the idea of dissension in principle. Nope. No, we're going to deny you the right to even answer the accusation back, which, by the way, I didn't do. This person can freely accuse me in comments, but can I do the same? No, no. Oh, by the way, they're commenting on my channel. Magics. They get all the free speech. No one else gets free speech. Okay, so why or how am I a DOA agent? Okay, and by the way, this is what the person is saying, that they think that DOA is into Holocaust denial. They don't know this. They just believe this. Why? Because, well, a relative of DOA says it. And Streets LA platformed that person. Okay, that's what's known as appeal to authority. That is not the way logical arguments work. That's not the way arguments work. That's a non starter. Why should we believe this person? Why should we believe Streets LA, who has been caught red handed, lying and terrorizing people, literally bullying people? That's indisputable. Just a few weeks ago, Streets LA decided, hey, we need to shut down a barber shop. Why is it connected? No, it's not even connected to Scientology. He's like, this barbershop dares to stand against me, Streets LA. We need to stop that right now. Okay, so I guess Willie and Jessica Palmadessa will be destroying a barbershop in the local neighborhood for failing to, bow down and pray to King Streets LA. Therefore, that barbershop needs to go away. But this is the expert on the Holocaust, Hitler, and Germany we're gonna be following. I'll say this much: that Streets LA is well versed in the Austrian Painter Party, but not in a good way. If you embody the ideals and values of that movement, you're probably not the person to trust. Call me crazy. I don't think that makes a lot of sense at all. This person, without any evidence, accuses DOA of somehow being with Hamas, okay, being with Hezbollah, okay, right, even though those organizations are radically anti-Semitic. So you're saying he's into Holocaust denial, he's a Hamas agent, he's pro-Hezbollah, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm not saying he's anti-Semitic, nor could you infer that. Well, do you not know what an inference is? Do you not know what a logical inference is? Given the evidence you presented, which is garbage, that would be a legit conclusion, which is why DOA, in the text you're leaking, we'll put aside the ethics of, right, giving away private information. We'll put that aside. The text, he says, no, I have Jewish friends. I have Jewish supporters. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm also not a supporter of Hezbollah or Hamas, nor do you provide any evidence for this. So you just freely lie about people, make false accusations, and you don't even know what an inference is. And you clearly are not at all well versed in these topics. At all. At all. So I don't even know where to begin because you often read about these things and you wonder, are there really people like this? Like actual, genuine, walking, living people who are Islamophobic. They're actually cuckoo crazy that they're scared that the Al Qaeda is across the corner. Oh, that Al Qaeda and the Iranians, they're out to get me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh, my Christian Jewish homeland is totally vulnerable. Oh, the Arabics. Oh boy, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Uh huh. Uh huh. Like there are actually people like this that who are so obsessed or deranged about the Al Qaeda or whatever you're going to call them that they're willing to believe a black terrorist and say, I really believe this angel from Jesus has exposed a DOA with the Holocaust denial. I'm not saying he's anti Semitic. I'm just saying. Oh, by the way, what starts all this off? Oh, DOA just has Free Palestine as a hashtag. That's it. That's the origins of all this. It's that, oh, you put out Free Palestine. I'm getting very nervous. We need to talk about this. Why? Why would we need to talk about anything? What would the debate be about? You can have many criticisms like, is Free Palestine even a good slogan? But really, there's no denying the basics here that the Palestinians are a people, or that's embedded in international law, right? Like, what are we talking about? Right? For decades and decades and decades, there have been endless UN resolutions calling upon Israel to obey international law. And routinely, the US votes with Israel, almost in isolation to the entire world. Like some votes, that's it. It's just the US and Israel. We can't even coerce allies to just do a, propaganda vote with us. Like, no, this is blatantly stupid. This is blatantly illegal. This is just blatantly nonsense. Yeah, so, Miss Middle East expert here is like gonna claim to educate me and or DOA. I don't think you know what the hell you're talking about at all. At all. You're just very dumb and ignorant and clearly a bigot on so many levels. I don't even know where Free Palestine to you is. That signals you're part of the Al Qaeda Hezbollah Lebananos. No, 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 stupid. In fact, using your own logic, how could you possibly infer that? So let me get this straight. You're inferring from pre-Palestine equals Hezbollah. Did I get that straight? Did I get that straight? Oh, and by the way, your knowledge of Hezbollah is what? A partial Wikipedia entry? What it, what exactly are you talking about? And like, I got my sources, my Wikipedia. And Wikipedia is a valuable source, but if you're an idiot, it's going to mislead you. Really mislead you. So how do I know this for a fact? Well, and again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because, it's way beyond your intelligence level. But I was looking up this passage with Ludwig von Mises. For those who don't know, he's an infamous or famous Jewish economist from Austria. Long story short, Mises basically supported fascism, specifically Italian fascism, in a very controversial book called Liberalism. In the original German, it's Liberalismus. So I went to the section in German and wanted to see for myself whether the translation was being accurate. And yeah, kind of yes, kind of no. And now this passage looks really bad. So his fans and supporters are like, "Oh no, he's not supporting fascism. He's actually criticizing it." Oh no, he's doing both. He is criticizing it. He is supporting it. I've read the original German. If this is the authentic edition and the words are being faithfully recorded, yeah, he did support it. See, that's what you do as a real expert. You master different languages, you have knowledge of different countries to know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know anything about this debate and are stepping in, making these wild accusations. I caught you red handed, being stupid, but now I'm a disinformation agent. How does that work? Oh, by the way, misinference here. How do we infer from that, me doing a video showing you're an idiot, to I'm a DOA misinformation agent. How does that even work? So we don't infer, we can't do that, even though we can, obviously. We can't infer that you say DOA is into Holocaust denial, etc., etc. He's helping Hezbollah, Hamas. That don't mean he's anti-Semitic. I'm not saying that. Nor could you infer that. Yes, you could infer that. Yes, Jethro, you could infer that. That's the way you're setting it up. That's your logical equation. That's a totally legit inference from the information you're providing. Oh, which, by the way, is not based on anything. It's not real factual information. It's just hearsay and rumors. You didn't provide any receipts for these things. They're like, oh, I think you're with the Al-Qaeda and the Holocaust deniers. Okay, based on what? Well, my Streets LA told me. Are you an idiot or something? What if Streets LA tells you, I think Hitler was a really nice guy, and, I don't think he did anything wrong. Well, believe him too there. Let's not believe the real valid experts. Let's just believe you and your cognitive biases and Streets LA. Yeah, that's a perfect guide to not understanding anything. But hey, let's go all the way. Is Streets LA an actual expert on the Middle East? No, he's not. No, he's not. So you're just an idiot, following other idiots, being idiots. That's all. But I guess the real answer here is you're a DOA misinformation agent. That's what really is the problems here. Right, evidence for that? None. You didn't provide any.